launch party of Dragonwatch, master of the Phantom Isle. Before we begin, please take note of 3 guidelines. Number 1, take as many photos and videos as you like. This is not Broadway. Number 2, please keep the aisles clear from young children. Otherwise, a dragon might gobble them up. And number 3, the magical creatures waiting backstage are particularly fond of bright-colored clothing. If you find yourself face to face with such a creature, please remain perfectly still. Any sudden movement could result in you becoming an appetizer. Mahalo. Thank you and enjoy the show.
It's right behind me. It is right there. I need to hide this. I need to hide, guys. Close. Look, I know I shouldn't antagonize magical creatures, but I think they like it.
Seth! Where are you?
Oh, sounds like my sister Kendra. She thinks I get into a lot of mischief, so let's just keep this between us. Shh, don't tell.
Don't tell me what?
Nothing. I didn't say don't tell.
I'm pretty sure you did.
No. I was just telling the audience to don't sell.
Don't sell? Don't sell what? More batteries to the satyrs?
No, don't sell my sister to the sea demon in book 3. That's how much I care about you, Kendra.
Seth, don't give away any spoilers. Most people here haven't read book 3. Besides, I'm pretty sure you would sell me if it involved enough gold.
That's not true. Okay, how much gold are we talking about?
I'm supposed to tell you that Brandon Mole is backstage. He wants to talk to us. Again.
Again?
Yes, I think he's fishing for compliments.
You already told him you love book 3.
I know, but you know these best-selling authors. Just hurry up so we can get this over with.
Hey, does everyone want to know we told Brandon Mole? Okay, roll the video.
What do the characters of Fablehaven and the sequel series Dragonwatch think of Brandon Mull?
Honestly, I think he forgets that we're kids. Every book feels like the danger is growing.
I think Mr. Mole needs to bump up the danger. Give readers playing really right.
What exactly is that?
Duh. Me fighting more dragons.
I think Mr. Mole crossed the line when he made Seth and I co-caretakers of a dragon preserve. Seriously, 2 words. Psychological examination.
Is it right that by calling out Mr. Mull, he might have you, say, eaten by a dragon in the next book?
Please, he can't kill me. He needs me.
He tries to kill me all the time. He can really manage it.
Hi, I'm Brandon Mole. I send kids to battle sea zombies or survive a sea dragon or confront the Underking. Like I said, Brandon Mole needs me.
It doesn't get much better than battling the powers of the underworld.
What about your part with Rowan, the Dark Unicorn?
Next question. Brandon Mole.
Is an exceptional human.
Mr. Mole, if you ever watch this, just let me say, I won't let you down. You want mischief and chaos? Keep me around and I won't disappoint. Like in chapter 19 when Seth and I went into...
There you are. And what is it, Brandon Mole?
3 cheers for Brandon Mole. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip.
We thought it only fair to give author Brandon Mole a chance to respond to his recent criticism.
Okay. I stand by my previous statement that no mermen were harmed in the making of this book.
Well, there you have it. Get your copy of Dragonwatch, Master of the Phantom Isle, available nationwide. What do the characters of Fablehaven and the sequel series Dragonwatch think of Brandon Mole?
He's like Caesar, and we're the gladiators fighting for our lives.
I'm Tess. I'm just here to Paris.
I've already reported Brandon Mole to the National Legal Defense of Witches. He treats us like we're the bad guys.
Well, aren't you technically one of the bad guys?
Hey, stick your hand inside this narrow box.
So, will there or won't there be fairies?
The good thing is that Dragonwatch, Master of the Phantom Isle, is on an island sanctuary. I've been waiting for a sea dragon.
They sparkle, right? Do they sparkle?
He could kill me. I wonder if he has the guts.
Please, he can't kill me. He needs me.
Characters need trouble. Readers need trouble. They may not want it, but they need it, or everything falls apart.
Just when I think I met a cute guy. Nope, he's a monster. 1,000 years old.
I think killing me would be too easy. I can't suffer anymore if I'm dead.
I wonder if he likes making us suffer. He has total control. Maybe I'll write a book.
Just when you think you're safe, it gets 100 times worse.
I love my characters, and I love cake. Cake's not safe around me.
Get your copy of Dragonwatch, Master of the Phantom Isle, available nationwide.
That was fun, but I'm bored again. Living on a preserve for mythical and magical creatures like Fablehaven, Dragonwatch, and even House of Lagoon, yeah, you'll learn about it more in Book 3. It can be lots of fun, but you have to be careful because you never know what could be sneaking up right behind you.
Hello, Seth Sorensen. Fancy meeting you here.
Oh, it's you. That's Ruben, the Dark Unicorn. Don't worry, I don't trust him. What do you want?
Nothing. I'm just going for a stroll in a secret dragon preserve. Everyday sort of thing. Have you forgiven me for Book 2?
No.
Well, then I suppose I must apologize for Book 3 now.
Don't give away spoilers. We have guests.
Oh, right. Sorry, mum's the word.
What's that?
What did? Oh, this vial. It's nothing. Just a little trinket. It does have a magical potion inside. Nothing you'd be interested in.
Oh, yeah. You know, I might be interested.
Well, if you must know this little vial contains an enlarging potion.
You mean makes small things become large?
Right. But it doesn't work on humans. It only works on things like, I don't know, magical creatures.
Are you trying to tempt me?
No. Tempt you, Seth. After all we've been through, I would never allow a dangerous potion like this to fall into the hands of a mischievous teenager like you. I am too responsible.
Seth, where do you keep running off to?
Speaking of running, that's my cue to go. Do give my regards to Kendra, won't you?
Hey, you dropped your...
Dropped your what?
Oh, hey, Kendra. I think you need to get your hearing checked. I didn't say you dropped. I said you rocked. Yeah, that's right. Great job. You rocked your interview. You can start next week.
Am I the only one who has a very strange little brother?
Can I help you?
Yeah. Why am I the one stuck backstage with Brandon Mole? He keeps asking me if anyone's gonna buy book 3.
What did you tell him?
I had to tell him yes. Authors are really insecure.
You know, you should talk him into giving you more page time with your unicorn bracket.
It's not like that. I mean, sure, he's nice and cute, but Bracken and I are just friends.
Right.
Whatever, just come backstage soon.
Finally, alone.
Not quite.
Tess, were you spying on me?
I won't tell if you won't tell.
Fair. I'm just trying to find out what to use this potion on. Hey, look, an ant! Nah, that might come back to bite me. Hey, I can grow a ginormous pumpkin!
Those are fairy lanterns. Why don't you just grow a giant fairy?
Fairy lanterns? Hey, should I use my potion on the fairies? I'll take that as a yes. Hi, fairies. It's me, Seth Sorensen. Remember? Tess, we should get it.
I can't believe Brandon Mole wants me to underline all my favorite parts in Dragonwatch 3. You realize I'm going to have to underline every word or he'll end up in a fetal position crying himself to sleep.
Brandon Mole asked me to endorse his new picture book, Smarter Than a Monster, which feels like a shameless plug, but anything for the boss.
After a long day, Kendra and Seth retire to their individual bedrooms to read their respective books.
Cue music for Seth Dream Sequence.
Roger that. Cue music in 3, 2, 1.
More like the best dream ever.
Whatever, I'm going back to my room.
Cue music for Kendra Dream Sequence.
That's right. Kendra's dream sequence, starting in 3, 2, 1.
Don't be afraid, it'll be alright. Just take my hand, hold it tight. No matter what, just think of me, don't you cry. No one can understand. How would they know? How can we explain all the way different deep inside us?
gonna go tell everyone backstage you were dreaming about Bracken.
I have to go find a dragon that's hungry for little brothers. This feels like a good time to introduce DC Comedy.
The dating game for fictional characters. Our contestant today is everybody's favorite wizard. Please welcome the boy who lived, Harry Potter.
Thank you very much. I seem to have lost my glasses, but is everybody here going to be fictional?
That's right. Bachelorette number 1 needs no introduction. She's the girl on fire. She's the heroine from the Hunger Games series. Please welcome Katniss Everdeen.
I don't care what you throw at me. I'm gonna survive this.
You may remember Bachelorette number 2 from Twilight. She's torn between 2 monsters. Bella.
You've interrupted my moping.
Bachelorette number 3 was raised by a pair of corpse-robbing swindlers from Les Miserables, Eponine Thénardier.
Eponine, go on home. You're not needed in this. We're not here without you.
One more day on my own. I'm so lonely.
And last but not least, she wanders the globe with a backpack and a monkey, Dora.
Yes, sir, Dora. I think we can be friends. Amigos. Can you say amigos? Not yet.
Harry, what is your first question for our bachelorettes?
Okay, my first question is if we were to go on a date, what would we do? Let's start with Katniss.
We could go camping, maybe cuddle by the fire, and then the fire will draw out all the other campers. We can take them out one by one, and then I'll just fall in love with you until they send us ointment so we can heal your wounds.
That got really weird really fast. Okay, let's go to Bella. If we were to go on a date, what would we do?
I don't know. I guess you could just like follow me around and rescue me from like werewolves and vampires and stuff. Are you undead?
I don't think so.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Okay. Eponine, what would we do on a date?
Oh, I could deliver a letter to the girl you really love.
No, it would be a date, the 2 of us.
Oh, well, I could show you where she lives. The girl you really love. I'd just be happy getting some attention. Any attention. But he never saw me there.
That's lovely and dramatic. Well done. Dora, if we were to do a date, what would we do?
I like peanut butter. Peanuts grow in the ground. Mantequilla de mani. Can you say mantequilla de mani?
Harry, one more
Not yet.
Harry, you have one more question for each of our bachelorettes.
Okay. Katniss, describe your ideal man.
Man? Don't you mean men? I don't know what it's like to just have one man. They all love me. So my ideal man, I guess, is the one that lives?
Bella, same question. Ideal man.
My ideal man would be like a werepire. He'd be like half werewolf and half vampire, so he could keep my burgers warm and my drinks cold.
There are appliances for that, but very nice answer. Thank you. Eponine, your ideal man.
Okay, he would have clean clothes, own a toothbrush, stand up for the rights of the working man, no mice. Have you ever mistreated an orphan?
No, I am an orphan.
You are. We have so much in common.
Yes, we do.
Would you mind if I sing about you while I wander in the rain?
I guess that would be okay. Thank you. Dora, your ideal man.
I like crossing the street or calle with my amigos. Always hold hands when crossing the calle. Can you say calle?
Can I get...
Muy bien!
We're running out of time. Can I get a final statement from each of our bachelorettes about why you like a date with Harry?
Yeah, I need volunteers to join me and rise up and overthrow corruption.
Nobody ever really starts out as a vampire or a werewolf, so I guess there's a chance.
Okay, Mr. Potter, I could polish your boots. I could follow you around everywhere. I'm so quiet. I'd be happy just getting some attention from you, that's all.
Okay, and Dora.
I can't go with him. He's a stranger. Stranger danger. Peligro. Can you say peligro?
There you go. It's time for you to choose now, Harry.
All right. Well, let's see. Dora, you're nice, cute kid, way too young for me. Bella, I am afraid of your ex-boyfriends. Katniss, I'm afraid of you. Eponine, would you go on a date with me?
That would be amazing.
What's wrong?
I'm so sorry. I got shot on the way over here.
You should have said something. You need help.
I didn't want to interrupt the game.
She's toast. Let's leave her. Move out!
No. There's got to be something we can do to help.
There is one thing you can do for me.
Okay.
Would you pretend that you love me while I sing?
Okay.
Don't you fret, Mr. Harry Potter. I don't feel any pain. A little ketchup stain
Ketchup stain?
Oh,
Did you say ketchup stain?
I mean, no, I didn't mean to.
Wait, is this all fake?
I'm so sorry. This is just how I relate to boys.
She's a liar. Can you say mentirosa? Muy bien.
You need to order something or leave. And put that fire out!
As mayor of the island of misfit unicorns, I appreciate you all coming out today. Our honored guest is one of the most popular unicorns around. If anyone can help us smooth out our many, many eccentricities, it is Bracken, the son of the fairy queen.
Yes. Thank you for having me. Now, all of you have reasons for choosing to live on the island of misfit unicorns.
Choosing? No, we were banished here.
Well, all of you chose to behave in ways that got you banished.
Oh yeah? My corn looks, feels, and tastes exactly like a corn dog. I didn't choose that.
Well, I'm so sorry to hear that, but that is why I asked you to take your human form, so your corn dog wouldn't get in everybody's business.
I mean, it's not all that bad. For example, if someone gets hungry like me, you can just eat my corn dog corn, and when I go to sleep, it grows back, and then you can eat it for breakfast or something. It's really good.
Well, that's all well and good, but our unicorns are used to purify anything they touch. When I drink from a pond, I leave it pristine.
Okay, yeah. My corn dog horn turns any liquid it touches into fry sauce.
My unicorn horn, whenever anyone touches it, they get head lice.
Okay, let's start by each saying our name and some fun fact about ourselves. For example, my name is Bracken. My third horn was used to create the font of immortality.
Alright. My name's Scrawny. Don't know why. I really like Detective Pikachu. Stranger Things. Silence of the Lambs.
I'm Unwelly. I'm not really attracted to salt licks. I actually prefer the used bed sheets from hospitals. I also lick the handrails on subways and buses.
This is Miney. He mimes. My name is Clumsy. I once tossed a 12-cart pail up with just a shopping cart.
My name's Flirty. The mayor tried to pay me to keep quiet, but that's like trying to stop volcanic eruption with saran wrap. Okay? Mayor, I have a right to my observations and my opinions.
It's true, I am the mayor.
Is it a mayor for a city?
It's a smallish island. My authority is equivalent to, like, the assistant manager at a Wendy's.
And I'm messy. I've learned a lot of things in life. Like pretty much anything you can turn into a Kleenex or Band-Aid for your wounds. I'm really bad at being a unicorn.
No, there is much more to being a unicorn than purifying powers or physical appearance. We as unicorns are amongst the most elusive and beloved of all magical creatures. Little kids have posters of us hanging on their walls. As unicorns, we embody everything that is mysterious, graceful, and desirable.
In addition to head lice, sometimes people will get fleas, bed bugs, tapeworms.
Do you bathe regularly?
Yeah, but I just follow around messy and bathe in fry sauce.
Surely some of your horns could produce pure water.
Well, my horn will actually drain the liquid from any living creature touches.
That sounds more like a vampire.
Yeah, that's it, So I've been trying to transform into a bat. The best I can do so far is a spider.
But unicorns are beings of light and beauty.
I mean, have you seen a daddy long legs? What?
Okay, moving on.
Nobody cares about pinata abuse.
Blue, let's try to keep this on topic, please.
Yeah, okay. Sometimes I like to eat candy canes whole instead of sucking on them. I just have to break off the hook part first. Yeah, this guy knows what I'm talking about. He's got it. Oh, he's joking now. Oh, he's joking. We got it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Think about the pinatas.
Okay. Well, let's try another exercise. Say you're invited to, say, an event held by other unicorns. How might you introduce yourself? Clumsy? Oh, heavens.
It looks like she does have a method to her madness.
At least it's a start. Who's next?
I'll go. If I was at a party, I'd say something like, I don't know. Hey, great party. I'm allergic to nachos. Don't you think moths are more aerodynamic than butterflies? And what's your favorite number? Mine is pi. It's also my favorite food. Boom, mic drop.
Okay, yeah, very good. The straightforward approach, I like it. But remember to be charming.
Charming.
I'm unwelly. We probably shouldn't shake, but maybe we can bump elbows. I hope you have chicken pox already, all your vaccinations.
Do you currently have chicken pox?
Going on 11 years.
Mimey, show us how you would introduce yourself at a party, please.
Yes, Mimey, now that's the spirit. That's what I'm talking about. All right, moving on. Let's say you're all being chased by an enemy. How might you evade them? Remember to be graceful. I'll give you an example.
Is this the advanced class?
Yeah, I'd just go hide in a dumpster.
Give it a shot, Mimey.
I just sneeze on them. The last person I sneezed on, they died in 3 minutes.
Okay, I'll just say that you cannot be chased if you attack first from behind. Just say.
Flipping is for pancakes.
I'm gonna give it a try.
Clumsy!
No.
This is taking forever.
He's my boy. Hey, oh,
Edamame. On my body, penguins on my body. On my body, penguins on my body. On my body, penguins on my body. On my body, penguins on my body.
Gonna play with your life on the planet. And blinking steps into the sun. It's the circle of life.
Order number 47. You guys can have a lion in Wendy's. And put that fire out. Okay, the Q&A is about to start, but the moderator's missing.
Missing? What do you mean missing? I just saw him backstage talking to the panel.
Right, but he's gone now. But there's a statue in his dressing room that looks a lot like him, but that doesn't help us now.
A statue? A statue? What? Who could have done this and why? How?
Looks like you'll have to host the panel now.
Me? But I'm just an intern.
You're the only one who can do it.
Why can't you do it?
I stay.
Hi. Welcome. It's so great to see so many villains and scoundrels in the audience today. Welcome to the Witches Q&A panel at EvilCon 2019.
I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% damn bitch.
Please give a round of hisses and boos to the White Witch from Narnia. Dolores Umbridge from the Ministry of Magic. The Wicked Witch of the West from Oz. And Ursula, the Sea Witch from the ocean. If you have a question for one of the witches, please line up at the microphone here.
And my question is for the Wicked Witch of the West. You can call me Voldy. My question is, aren't little children the worst?
Thank you, my pretty Voldy. Yes, children are indeed the worst. A little farm girl killed my sister with a flying house, and she didn't even get arrested. The little brat! Oh, that's the worst. Just terrible.
Okay, looks like we all agree kids are
the worst.
Next question, please.
Yes, I am the vampire Arlo of the Volturi. My question is for Ursula the Sea Witch. When a couple of love-struck teenagers manage to foil your most extraordinary plans, how do you deal with the crushing disappointment?
My dear, sweet child.
I am over 4,000 years old.
It's what I do. It's what I live for, to help poor, unfortunate villains like yourself. We need to take matters into our own tentacles. These love-struck teenagers need to learn some manners. When I am the ruler of all the ocean, all the creatures of the earth will bow to my every whim.
But I live in the ocean.
Then don't underestimate the importance of body language.
That really is not helpful.
Oh, yeah? How about a little fire, vampire?
Okay, again, kids are terrible. We can all agree. Yet again. Next question, please.
I am Muriel the Witch. I have a question for Dolores Umbridge. Can you speak to the embarrassment of having all your complex plans foiled by an ill-mannered small child? I've been in a similar situation, and I feel a little bit foolish and really, really angry.
Oh dear, I do believe that we can all agree that children are nothing but nasty little liars. But when you are entirely reasonable and your rules are clearly posted, they will still become rather insolent little disobedient poopy heads. So, my dear sister, it is not your fault. Children are just impossible.
Just an update. Kids are still bad. Very bad. Next question.
Hi, I'm just a regular kid.
Oh no!
I was lured in here by a witch who made this event center look like gingerbread. But now I have some questions for the panel.
Away!
I'm curious about the powers of darkness. How can I become a witch's apprentice?
Well, I'm sure you make an excellent addition to my little garden.
How would you like to grow a pair of wings and a little tail?
No, thank you.
My dear boy, come to me. Come closer. It is a lovely place, my castle. There are rooms filled with Turkish delight. All you need to do is bring me your sisters and brother. I should very much like to meet them.
Never mind. I'll just wait until the wizard Q&A.
He's okay. We have time for one more question.
I am Cordelia Snow, president of Panem and organizer of the Hunger Games. And I have a question for the White Witch of Narnia.
You may speak.
How do you deal with an uprising from a young person that you've tricked before? As a ruler, I've shown them time and time again and made abundantly clear that even the strongest among them is no match for the power of the capital. Do you have any advice?
I shall tell you, Mr. Snow. I found that children, the sons of Adam and daughters of Eve, are traitors all and cannot be trusted. I shall tell you one thing that I do know. That if you're putting yourself out there and you're like really living your truth, then negativity is going to come at you from every direction. But you just have to stay on your own path and just ignore the haters. Like this. Music, please. You're probably a little boy that I don't know, but you're selling out your family for some jello, and I'm like, gee,
anything on his autograph, I now have his fancy signature written across my forehead. Next time he approaches me with that black Sharpie, I'm gonna tell him to stick it where the sun don't...
Hey, Bud, listen, I think your mic is still on.
Oh, well, it was a pretty good gig while it lasted. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Moore.
Thanks, everybody. Hello there. That was amazing. Good job. I don't have that dream every night. My character's voting. That wasn't my idea, I promise. But it was pretty weird and cool. So how we doing tonight? It's an exciting night. It's the launch of that new book, book 3 of Dragonwatch. Maybe let me start off by thanking some of the people who helped this night to happen. It's useful to know that most of the people you saw up on stage were just doing it to be nice, just like for free, just because they're family or friends or something, and they came and put on a show for everybody. So maybe a big round of applause for everybody who helped out. I have a wonderful editor at Shadow Mountain whose name is Chris Schobinger, and he's the guy who wrote a lot of this show tonight and got everything organized and together, and he and his family put together a lot, so maybe specifically some applause for Chris. An editor is a behind-the-scenes kind of job, but he does a lot of stuff to help my books be successful, and I appreciate it. Also, a bunch of my friends from my college comedy troupe, which was called Divine Comedy, we're out here performing comedy for you, so maybe a little bit of specific applause for DC Comedy. And I am so excited to share this night with you guys. Thank you guys for coming out and being here and being supportive. You can give yourself some applause, that's good. Give yourself some applause. Yeah. But here's the thing, as a writer, I create these books just all alone in a room typing. It's kind of the opposite of this, like being on the stage with onlookers. And so I'm really excited about being able to share this new book with people. I wrote it many months ago, and now I'll finally get to hear if people are having fun or not. I know a few copies of the book got out early. Amazon shipped some of those books already. Did some of you guys get book 3 already? Few guys got it already. Who here's read some Fablehaven books? That's good to hear. And who here's gotten into Dragonwatch already? Quite a few. Well, Dragonwatch will be a 5-book series. I am so excited to share the next book. Book 3 takes us over the hump because now we only have 2 left after this. So I'm not gonna be too sad. I got more stuff in me. And you need one series to end so another can start. That's kind of how it works, right? You'll see there's some really good stuff still coming in Dragonwatch. I've written some other series. Has anyone tried 5 Kingdoms? I'm proud of that series. That didn't finish too long ago. Maybe someday I'll return to that series. There's some possible things I could do there. And I have a series called Beyonders. Has anyone tried Beyonders? That's great. And I have a plan for some more Beyonders, maybe someday. And then how about Candy Shop Wars? And that's in the near future. There'll be a book 3 for that. Probably right after Dragonwatch ends. That'll be my next book. So in about 2 years, hopefully, 2.5, 3 years, we'll see our next Candy Shop War book. I recently released my first, it's releasing at the same time as Dragonwatch, my first picture book in a lot of years. It's called Smarter Than a Monster. And Smarter Than a Monster, a survival guide. I created this with my cousin, Mike. Is Mike here? I see him. Stand up, Mike, and take a little wave. This guy's my cousin, Mike. So cousin Mike is that cousin who's like my age, that cousin, right? So like we played in the park behind my grandma's house together and made up all sorts of weird stuff, and we made up this book, which I wrote. He's a professional illustrator, and this is our first time collaborating on a full book, even though he's the dude who made the map in the Beyonders book, which is a really cool map. But like, I thought maybe the thing with a novel is I can't really read a novel to you tonight, but a picture book is a different story, so to give you a little flavor of Smarter Than a Monster so you can kind of see what it is, let me just read you a few pages out of the book, all right? Here we go. Our imaginations have created monsters since the beginning of time. And as you can see, this is a perfect book for me to write. This is what I do, is I make up monsters. The only reason to fear monsters is if we give them power. The more you learn about monsters, the more you will know how to defeat them and keep them away. Just ask a librarian. No monster wants you to read this book. The first place most kids expect to find a monster is in the closet. The second place is under the bed. These are common mistakes. No self-respecting monster would hide in such obvious places. If you happen to find a monster in the closet or under your bed, it will be a very pathetic creature. If you order it to fetch you a snack, it will probably make you a peanut butter sandwich and pour you a glass of milk. Certain fierce monsters have learned that frightened kids will sometimes sneak into bed with their parents. So these clever predators hide under the parents' bed where nobody thinks to check. Are you starting to see there's like a method to my madness here? Usually, monsters leave kids alone when they are in their own beds, making your bed a fairly safe place. Monsters like dirt and grime. If a monster could choose between two kids, it will usually eat the filthy one. Basically, with this book, I use some twisted psychology to help kids make the right choice. The book goes on kind of like that. That's the last page I'll read to you. But this book is just went on sale at the same time as book 3 of Dragonwatch. And if you would like to get this book signed by the illustrator and the author, this is your opportunity. It's like the only night that Mike and I will be together probably for the next 6 months. He's from San Diego, so if that book sounds fun, yeah, have us both sign that tonight. And going, let's see, what else do I want to say? Oh yeah, I wanted to also give some thanks to my family, because my family's been really supportive. My mom put together a lot of the costumes, and my family has been playing roles with us here tonight. Like the girl playing Kendra is my daughter Sadie, and the boy playing Seth is my son Chase, and the little girl playing Tess is my daughter Rose. And that little kid that was like gonna get kidnapped by witches, that's my son Calvin. Also, my mom was 3-year-old the witch. And it's kind of fun that I get to do stuff with them. And my dad, if you see that dude in a big long beard who's a wizard, that's my dad. A fun thing about doing it like this is I'm about to go on book tour. And when I go on book tour, I disappear for about 6 weeks. And so at least tonight, I get to have my family around me, and that's nice. This book tour should be an interesting one. I'm going to go to Poland for a week, because kind of weirdly the books are really big in Poland, which is awesome. And I've been there once before, it went really well, and I'm excited to go back. I'll be going to Hawaii for a week. We thought it was important to match that with the Island Dragon Sanctuary, right? Maybe we should book tour to Hawaii. The next Fable Haven will happen in Bora Bora. Exactly. But I'll be there working. I'll be visiting schools. I've gone to Hawaii before on book tour. It's actually really great. A lot of the Hawaiian schools, if you show up as a visiting author, all these little kids put lays on you and stuff in front of a big crowd. And that's doesn't get much better than that. This is my job? Okay, cool. I am very grateful that I get to do what I do. The reason I get to do what I do, honestly, is your guys' support, the support of readers and people who are sharing my books. And so I really appreciate that. If you like my books and want to see more, if you want to see movies made, if you want to see all that stuff happen, the best thing you can do is just keep telling people about them, keep sharing the books with people. Sooner or later, we'll get some movies made. And as you guys get the books, and as you guys read the books, you create the opportunity for me to make more books. So I'm very, very thankful to you for that. Thank you so much. Now I know part of the point here is to get books signed. Let me talk a little bit about how the signing will go. Who here has been to one of my launch parties before? Great. So who here is this their first time coming to a launch party of mine? I love that we have some old and we have some new. For you guys who don't know the drill, part of what's fun about this is I've got lots of characters here tonight. Those characters in costume are here for your enjoyment. I know traditionally you get a book signed by the author, but at my launch parties, a lot of people think it's kind of fun to just add a bunch of signatures from the characters. And if that seems fun to you, do that. They're ready to sign your books if you want the characters to sign them. To me, I think it's kind of fun. It's proof you're at the launch party if you have. I always know if it's a launch party book because it's signed by everybody. Also, if you want to get pictures with the characters, do that. Like, that's part of why they're here and in costume. You know, grab pictures with your kids or get pictures with the characters. That's kind of part of the fun. And also, how to kill some time if you're trying to wait for me. You do not have to wait to get my signature tonight. This is probably the longest line I have, is at my launch parties. And so if you don't want to get my signature here and want to catch me someplace else, that's okay. If you want to get my signature here, I will wait till the very last person is done. That's how I do it. We will try to mix fast and friendly, and emphasis on fast. Kind of pretend we are doing a book signing like as the Titanic is sinking. Right? We're like, really? Are you sure you want a picture? You can take pictures and stuff. Just be super hustly about it, right? Like, because the life rafts and whatnot. But like, I'm very absolutely sincere when I say I am grateful that you came out. If you wanna be in touch with me about future events or when we do something like this next year, track me down on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Instagram's a pretty sneaky way to get a hold of me. If you message me there, I still sometimes say hi. If you have ever tried to write me or talk to me and I haven't responded, I'm so sorry. I'm just like super spacey and like drowning in work. But I appreciate everybody's interest, and someday in some dimension I will respond to everything that's ever been emailed or texted my way. Now I think I'll let you guys. There's people that are going to kind of run how the signing works. If you want to get your book signed, they'll have your order based on bracelets and stuff. And how about one more big round of applause just because? Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Thanks for coming.